This is the most perfect being among all living creatures in the universe. Its muscles are so strong. To maintain its highly intelligent civilization, it decided to conduct an incredible experiment on life on this planet. Then the engineer carelessly drank the black liquid that was ready in the cup. The liquid went inside and caused such chaos that its genes started breaking apart. The engineer collapsed to the ground, and its body slowly began to melt like ice cream in the heat. Eventually, its flesh and blood mixed with the ocean water and dissolved into nature. In this way, life began on Earth. Time passed, and after many centuries, humans created their own world. To find their creator, some people built an expensive spaceship and finally reached the planet of their makers, but everything there was destroyed. The creator race that humans had imagined was long extinct, but a biologist found a sleeping engineer. Everyone was shocked to see its massive body. Humans and their creator met for the first time, but the wealthy old man who had spent a fortune to get here started asking the engineer countless questions. The most interesting question was how to become immortal. The engineer said nothing. He just slowly grabbed the man's neck and snapped it. Seeing this, everyone was terrified. They tried to escape, but the engineer wiped them all out. Only Elizabeth managed to escape. Somehow she realized that this planet was not a home, but a dangerous military testing base from where biological weapons were to be sent to Earth to wipe out all life. But for some reason, their ship had crashed here, and they had fallen into deep sleep. Now that humans had awakened them, they resumed their mission. Elizabeth ran to the captain and warned him to do something otherwise. Earth would be doomed. The captain did not understand why they were doing this, but he knew they could not just sit idle. He and his two companions sacrificed themselves by crashing their spaceship into the engineer's ship. At that moment, the engineer's spaceship collided with Prometheus. Finally, its energy system failed, and it slowly crashed onto the planet. But the engineer was lucky and survived. As he set out to find Elizabeth, he had no idea that the biological weapons he brought had already leaked. This led to the birth of a terrifying monster. In the end, the engineer became a victim of the very creature he had accidentally created. Although the engineer's body was massive, he could not withstand the strength of the monster. He fought until his last breath, but ultimately fell prey to his own creation. Meanwhile, Elizabeth somehow managed to escape in a spaceship, but she was completely hopeless. She could not understand why their creators wanted to destroy humanity. She had no options left. She sat on this desolate and barren planet, waiting for her oxygen to run out, but she did not die. Even though only her head remained, she was still fully conscious and aware of everything. Then David told Elizabeth that there were more spaceships on this planet and that he could control them. With this new hope, Elizabeth and David decided to fly a new spaceship. Instead of returning home to Earth, they chose to go directly to their creator's planet.